Got me laughing at them, these niggas is so pathetic. The word name should be embedded on the top of their head, cause they don't know where the hell they headed. I be trying to get that cheddar, mozzarella and bruschetta.
What up? It's your boy Mr. Scrap, 412 Pittsburgh Statement Records, proud to be local hip hop series, proud to be local.com. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. We go hard out here. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, for the motherfuckers who don't know, I got a couple people want to know how you came up with the name Mr. Scrap and where'd that come from?
It got like a long story with it. Like it has a path to it. Like when I was younger, I mean, I was always a little young boy. Everybody was just like, he's kind of like Scrappy dude, you know what I'm saying? He's a little dude, no fear, but always with the rumble, and I always got pulling back from shit. Like everybody be gone, and I still be there. Like let me out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody called me Scrap, like since the very beginning. Like I was born May 16th, you know what I'm saying, 75, and my very first photo, I had my fist like this, you know what I'm saying? My dad's a boxer, so it just stuck. And then in the hood, they called me Scrap Loc when it all, you know, started turning into like street life or whatever. But when I tried to grow up a little bit, I had to drop the Loc, and then I just added the Mista because I was just a little older. And I wanted to be Mr. I just wanted to be a little bit different. Listening to Silk the Shocker, I was always hearing them saying, Mr. You got Mr. in front, so the M-I-S-T-A was always kind of like, it's stuck instead of the M-I-S-T-E-R, so that's where it pretty much came from, fighting, being a hood nigga, and then growing up, like the Scrap always
So you
stuck.
just let it carry on to your rapping and all that now.
Right.
Okay, now like, where did you grow up? What was the life like of Mr. Scrap as a youngin?
Where I grew up, it's hard to distinguish where I grew up, you know what I mean? Like, I went to high school in Penn Hills, you know what I'm saying? Where I grew up is borderline of Homewood, East Hills, Wilkinsburg, and Lincoln, you know what I mean? So the bullets and the gunshots was always outside the window, but I just so happened to be lucky that I got a decent education out of it and went to school with all the fine girls, you know what I mean? So I went to Penn Hills, but I'm just raised on the east side, for real, all over it, you know what I mean? Big family. You know, people always go hard out here, pushing, selling drugs, gang banging, working, all that shit. So, you know, I'm more so on the east side. It's really hard to distinguish. You know, I went to high school at Penn Hills.
Okay, so like from the streets to rapping, how'd you make that conversion? What made you start rapping?
I started rapping when I was 9. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you started young, huh?
Yeah, a long time ago. Like I always wanted to be a superstar. Like I always wanted to be in the music business. I always wanted to work. I always wanted to grind. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things that I have done through music just comes from like when I was a kid. I always wanted to do it, like always. It's just that's when I started rapping. When Run DMC started rapping, I was just a little kid for me. You know what I mean? I just always looked at them. I started when I was young when rap started. You know what I mean? But I was at an age where I could rap and things was cool. You know what I mean? So that's how we did that. So.
Okay, so like Run DMC, that was like some of your influences, or who did you listen to back then?
Slick Rick, Rakim. Everybody, for real. You know what I mean? Being in the music at the time, it wasn't really like, it wasn't segregated like it is now, you know what I mean? So my playlist was full of everything. Anything I could get my hands on that was rap music, period, because rap wasn't as big as it was back, you know what I mean, back then, you know?
Okay. Now, I understand you're a part of Statement Records. How did that come about, and who's all a part of Statement Records?
I started Statement Records in 1999. No, 2000. Like 2000, I started Statement Records. I always been in the music. I had a production and entertainment company called Dramatized Productions, and we had a couple of artists and things. But once I branched off to doing bigger and better things, I went and got my LLCs and everything with Statement Records, and I had a bunch of artists, whole bunch. You know what I mean? But right now, I just have Capital L. I just re-signed Jay Caution, and my brother B Spitter coming back, and that's really it. You know what I mean? I really don't have a whole big camp because it's spreading myself thin, so I just gotta focus on them, you know.
Okay. Now I was one of the lucky few who've been to a few of your Proud to Be Local events. You know what I'm saying? That y'all hold it down at the Shadow Lounge or whatnot. Just let them know a little bit of how Proud to Be Local came about and what it's all about.
Proud to Be Local came from actually Pittsburgh. I always ran a hip hop series called The Venue, and before that I had the underground music, not underground music, what was it? The King of Hip Hop contest. So I had a whole bunch of events, going on. But when I went to the Pittsburgh Music Awards, I went down to our network with every artist and everybody was in the building, and I just continued my shows, and I came up with Proud to Be Local and just ran with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like I'm going serious. I'd say one of the forerunners of local shows and things in the Bird. I think we got that on lock right now. We're the longest running, most consistent. You know what I'm saying? It's always a good time. It's always a different lineup. You know what I mean? We give everybody opportunity.
Definitely is. So what number y'all on up to now? I know last time I checked it was probably like 17 or 18.
We're on count. We're on 18, but we did 3 other events that weren't Proud to Be Local events. We just didn't put them on the number.
Okay.
They were actually charity events, so we just didn't count them. So we're really on our 21st event coming up. You know what I mean? So it's just a blessing. You know what I mean? Just handling it the way it needs to be handled.
No doubt, man. So what would you say your most memorable show or event that you was a part of, and why?
One of the most memorable events was Capital Wells' release party. It was just crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It was packed, Cap killed the stage, everything went accordingly to plan. You know what I'm saying? We was fired up about it, but it almost balances out when we opened up down West Virginia for Wale and Ryan Leslie. That was crazy too. I remember it to this day. You know what I mean? So the Capital Wells selling out his album release party. You know what I mean? That was definitely going to go down in history. We had a great night afterwards. My boys come from Detroit, had some boys come from Florida, so it was like a bunch of love. People coming in, packed the place, sold out twice. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was the one, definitely.
Okay. And who and how do you feel about the Pittsburgh rap scene right now, and who would you say would be your favorite artist other than someone in your camp?
Right now, I just think the scene is everybody's so worried about what each other's doing. I think everybody needs to focus on themselves and get themselves together, business-wise or whatever, visuals, videos, just everything. You know what I mean? So I just think everybody's in everybody's business too much. You know what I mean? Everybody need to mind their business, and people need to understand that they say we need each other, but at the end of the day, do we? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna call everybody from Pittsburgh once a month. I'm not gonna call everybody from Pittsburgh and tell them I'm going to Florida for the night. So, you're gonna have your haters, you're gonna have, so I just think the scene is just nebby. It's a nebby scene, and everybody needs to mind their business. And as far as artists doing things, I like the 58s. I like what BD's doing. You know what I mean? 2G's. I don't know, really. I'm so on that mind my business thing. I really ain't even paying attention to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So,
right, you just stay in your own lane and try to get your shit more productive.
Right.
Okay, that's understandable. And now I have to ask you. I was doing a little research on Mr. Scrap, and I came across this name named Piz Khalifa. Who is this cat, and why does he feel he needs to disrespect or dish what you're doing?
I don't even know who the dude is. Like I don't even know. He came from Facebook, some stuff. He's from Sacramento, California. Back in my rap time, I got a deal out Sac. You know what I mean? People knew who I was, Brother Lex and all of them, SIBO, X-Rated, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was rough. It was real rough.
Okay. So what about what you working on now? You got any projects coming out now, or what should we be expecting from Mr. Scrap?
I ain't making no music. I'm just working on Capital Well, doing the management and everything like that. You know what I mean? It's getting statement records together pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay, so that's what we be looking for, Capital
Yeah,
Well.
Capital Well.
What's that? Is it an album or a mixtape?
mixtapes, some albums. It's all work, all work, all work. That's all we can do is just put out music. I do all the rest, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
You want basically just shout anybody out, or?
I just want to shout out to 412 Statement Records and the whole family, you know what I'm saying? If you fuck with me, I fucks with you. If you don't, keep it moving, you feel me? That's how we doing it now. Like, business is business, personal is personal. We holla. Stay.
A great night in the mist. This just the life that we live, homie. It is what it is. Ha. Got me laughing at him. Hey yo, Scrap, I got us. Got me laughing at him. Laughing at him out here. I'm working hard right now.